Okay, so now let us do the question number 7 of exercise 4.3, some word problems. So up to question number 6 we have did in our last class. So today we will see the remaining question. The question is the difference of square of two number is 180. Two numbers are there. Okay, if we will find out the square of their differences, दो नंबर को स्क्वायर करके उसको माइनस करेंगे, देन व्हाट यू विल गेट 180. ओके, दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. द स्क्वायर ऑफ द स्मॉलर नंबर इज 8 times the larger number. So two numbers are there, one is smaller number, another one is greater number. Okay, the square of smaller number का जो स्क्वायर है वो larger number से 8 times है, बड़ा है. So find the two numbers. So in this question, what is unknown in this question? The unknown is the larger number and the smaller number. So what do we do? Here you see, let the larger number be x. Therefore, smaller number is what? What is given? The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number, means smaller number. Let us say here I am supposing the smaller number is y. Okay, smaller number is y, but here it is given the square of the smaller number y square, smaller of the square of the smaller number, this is smaller number, उसका square, it is equal to what? 8 times the larger number, means y square is equal to 8x, means square of the smaller number, square of this is the smaller number, is 8 times the larger number. Okay, now come to the question. What the question says? According to the question, the difference of square of two numbers. So that two numbers we have suppose x square and y square, x and y. So now square of their differences is equal to 180. Correct? दोनों नंबर को स्क्वायर करके उसका डिफरेंस अगर लेंगे, then what we will get? We will get 180. Alright? Now, but y square is equal to 8x. We already suppose. So x square minus, in place of y square you put what? 8x. 8x is equal to 180. Now implies x square minus 8x minus 180 is equal to 0. This 180 you transpose to this side. Okay, so you will get x square minus 8x minus 180. So now this question we have to solve by using what? Any one of the methods that is easy for you, that is either by substitution, completing the square method, splitting the middle term method, or by what? Quadratic formula method. Okay, so it is up to you. So which method you will apply? So let us do this part now. So let us solve this equation by what? Splitting the middle term method. So today I will solve it by splitting the middle term method. So other method also you can apply, quadratic formula method, completing the square method. That is up to you which method you will apply. Okay, so I will use here this method, splitting the middle term method. So x square, so minus 180 into 1 means product minus 180 and sum is equal to minus 8. Okay, this minus 8 will be the sum, and minus 180 into 1, it will be the what? Product. Now you have to choose any two numbers. When you will multiply, you will get minus 180, and when you will add, you will get minus 8. Okay, tell me any two numbers. When you will add, you will get minus 8, and when you will multiply, you will get minus 180. Let us see what are these two numbers. Minus 18 into 10 is equal to minus 180. Correct? Minus 18 plus 10 is equal to how much you will get? Minus 8. Correct? So that two number is what? Minus 18 and plus 10. Okay? So now here x square minus, you can write 18x then plus 10x and this is minus 180 already there, so it's equal to 0. So it implies x square. Take x common from these two, so x minus 18, and here 10 common, so x minus 18 is equal to 0. So x minus 18, then x plus 10 is equal to 0. So x minus 10, x minus 18 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 18, and another one is x plus 10 is equal to 0, means x is equal to minus 10. So that two number x we got what? One is 18 and another one is what? Minus 10. Okay. So now what we have to find in this question, actually we have to find the two numbers. Okay. So let us try to find this one. So this one minus minus we can ignore. Okay, this minus term we can ignore, because when you find out the for finding the second number, if you put here you will get minus 80, and we cannot find out the square root of a what? Negative numbers. Okay, so that's why you can avoid this one. So therefore larger number is equal to x is equal to 18, and smaller number y square y is y or not. So y is equal to 18. 8x means y square is equal to 8 into 18. So if you multiply, you will get 8 is 64. 8 is 64. 8 into 8, 144. Okay. Now y square is equal to 144. So y is, you need y only. So y is equal to square root of 144. Remove the square sign from here. We will get square root of 144. That is here. So this is the answer. So like this we can solve this type of problem. That is. Now come to the next question of this exercise. That is question number 8. Okay. So let us try to find question. We come to this question now. The question is, a train travels 360 km at a uniform speed. If the speed has been 5 km more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. So here in this question, we have to find out the speed of the train. So whenever you are getting the question of speed, distance and time, so first of all you find out the time. Okay, and you suppose the speed be x. Okay, now you see, let the speed of the train is equal to x km per hour. Okay, this is the speed of the train. Now how much distance it covered? You see, it covered a distance of 360 km. Distance is equal to 360 km. Okay, so you know in physics, you know one formula, speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, so time is equal to what? Distance by speed. Time is equal to distance by speed. Now you see, when the speed of the train is x km per hour and distance is 360 km, then time what? Time 1 is equal to what? This is t1 means time is what? Distance by speed. So distance is what? 360 divided by speed. Speed is what? S. Okay? Suppose 1. So T1 is equal to 360 by x. Okay? Now let us see the next equation. If the speed has been 5 km more, okay? Now the distance. Now what happened? The speed is increased by 5 km. Means earlier what was the speed? The speed was x km per hour. Now the speed is increased by 5 km, means x plus 5. So now when speed is x plus 5, when speed is x plus, now earlier what was the speed? X km. Now the speed has been increased to 5 km more. So that's why it is x plus 5. And distance, the same distance it is covering. So 360. Now time taken Now if the speed is increased by 5 km/h, then what is the time taken by the train to traverse this distance? Let us find out. T2 is equal to what? Distance by speed. So what is the distance? 60, and what is the speed? X plus 5. This is equation number 2. Let us see. Okay. So now when the speed of the train is x km/h, the time taken by the train to cover a distance of 360 km is this one. Okay, and when the speed of the train is increased by 5 km/h, then time taken by the train to cover the distance of 360 km, okay, is equal to 360 by x plus 5. Okay, now come to the main question. What the question says? Let us see now the next part. So now up to this, it is finished. It would have been taken if the speed has been 5 km more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Okay, now time का बारे में इधर आ रहा है. So when the speed is increased by 5 km/h, what was the time taken? What is the time taken? This one. When the speed is increased by 5 km/h, the time taken by the train is what? 360 divided by x plus 5 is equal. Okay. So what is written? You see, if the speed has been 5 km/h more, okay. अगर स्पीड को 5 किलोमीटर ज्यादा कर दिया, then this is the time taken. Okay. It would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. So earlier what was the speed? What was the time when the speed of the train is x km/h? What was the speed time taken? This is 360 by x. So इससे 1 hour क्या होगा? Less for the same journey. Okay, means अगर हम स्पीड, अभी देखो क्वेश्चन में क्या बोल रहे हैं, अगर स्पीड को x 5 km/h बढ़ दिया, इतना टाइम लगा. ओके, तो ये टाइम किसका बराबर होगा बोलता है. तो आगे वाला जो टाइम था, आगे वाला टाइम क्या था? व्हेन द स्पीड इज x km/h, उससे 1 घंटा कम लगेगा. कम मींस व्हाट? प्लस, सॉरी माइनस. ओके, नाउ इट इंप्लाइज 360 x plus 5, this is plus 1, is equal to 360 by x. Now we have to simplify this one, and after that we will get a quadratic equation, and after that we will solve this quadratic equation and we will get our answer, that is the speed of the train. So let us do this question. Okay. So now x is equal to minus 5 plus minus root over so 25 plus 7 2 5 divided by 2. So x is equal to minus 5 plus minus square root of 7225 is 85. So 85 by 2. Okay. Now x will got 85 minus 85 minus 5 plus 85 by 2, and another one is minus 5 minus 85 by 2. So what we will get? X is equal to, this is 85 minus 80 by 2, so it is equal to what? 40, and this one you can neglect it because you will get a negative answer here. Okay, so now x is equal to 40. So what is the speed of the train then? So speed of the train we have supposed what? X km/h. Therefore speed of the train is 40 km/h. Okay, so like this you can solve a distance times question like. Okay, so now we'll go to the next question, that is question number 9. Now come to this question, that is question number 9. Here in this question, see how to solve this question. two taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. Two taps are there which can fill the tank in 9 3/8 hours. 9:3/8 hours. Okay, the two tanks together. Not tanks, sorry, taps. The tap of larger diameter take 10 hours less than the smaller one. So two pipes are there. One pipe, the diameter is big, and small pipe, the diameter is small. Okay, so that big pipe, okay, takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Now that bigger diameter टैप it takes 10 hours. जो छोटा टैप था उससे 10 hours कम टाइम लगता था उसको to fill the tank. Okay. Now find the time in which each step can separately fill the tank. Now the question is how much time is required by both the tap to fill the tank separately. This is the question. So here it is unknown, that is time taken. So here what I did, let the time taken by the smaller tap is equal to x hour. Okay, we have supposed that the time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank x hour we have supposed, and similarly the time taken by the bigger tap it is given that it takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. That's why I have written x minus 10 hour. Okay, जो बिगर टैप था वो उसको कितना टाइम लगता था उस टैंक को फिल अप करने के लिए, जो छोटा वाला से 10 आवर कम लगता था. तो दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव रिटन x minus 10 here. Okay, now time taken by two tap together. Now दो टैप को अगर हम together पानी भरने के लिए देता है, then it will take 9:3/8 hours. So convert into proper fraction. It becomes 75/8. Okay, 9 into 72 plus 3 75/8. Okay, I hope it is clear up to here. Now come to the next part. So इसको इतना टाइम लगता था x hour छोटा टैप को टैंक को फिल अप करने के लिए. Now part of the tank filled by the smaller tank in 1 hour. 1 hour में वो that small tap can fill how much part, कितना part पानी भरेगा. तो सिंपली इसको क्या करना है, इसका रेसिप्रोकल लेना है 1/x. Okay. Okay. Similarly, part of the tank filled by the bigger tap in 1 hour. 1 hour में वो जो बड़ा टैप था उसको कितना पार्ट वो 1 आवर में कितना टैंक, जो टैंक था टैंक का कितना पार्ट फिलअप करता था 1x प्लस, सॉरी इट इज नॉट x प्लस 10, इट इज x minus 10. 1x minus by x minus का रेसिप्रोकल ले लेने से हो जाएगा. सिमिलरली पार्ट ऑफ द टैंक फिल बाय बोथ टैप इन टुगेदर. सो दो टैप मिला के जब पानी भरेगा टैंक में तो उसको 1 आवर में वो कितना पार्ट फिल अप करता था, जस्ट टेक द रेसिप्रोकल, इट बिकम 8/75. आई होप इट इज क्लियर टू यू दिस पार्ट. नाउ कम टू द मेन क्वेश्चन, द व्हाट द क्वेश्चन सेज. ओके, नाउ वी विल फॉर्म ए इक्वेशन हियर. Now according to question, what question says? The question says two taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. Now दोनों टैंक एक साथ, the first tank in 1 hour it take that much part it has taken, part of the tank filled by the smaller tank 1 hour में ये जो छोटा वाला टैंक है वो इतना पानी भरता है. So this one 1/x together means what, plus, and the bigger diameter tap in 1 hour it fill the tank that much part 1/x minus 10. और दोनों मिला के इसको कितना टाइम लगता था 1 आवर में कितना पार्ट, इधर में हम पार्ट निकाल ले. सो पार्ट, हाउ मच पार्ट इज फिल्ड बाय द टैप, इट इज 8/70. ओके, नाउ सॉल्व दिस वन, वी विल गेट योर आंसर. ओके, नाउ दिस इज LCM of this one is x into x minus 10. So this is the denominator. So this is the LCM divided by denominator, x cancel, x minus 10 left. So x minus 10 plus this is x minus 10, this is x minus 10 cancel, x will remain. It is x is equal to 8/70. Okay. So now x plus x is equal to twice x minus 10 by x into x square, x into minus 10 minus 10x is equal to 8/75. Now cross multiply it. cross multiply it, so we will get implies 75 into twice x minus 10 is equal to 8 into x square minus 10x. Okay, so 75 minus 2 is equal to 150x minus 750 into 10, 750 is equal to 8 into x square, 8x square minus 80x. Okay, so transpose all the things to one side. So it is equal to, this is 8x square already there, so it is minus 80x, transpose to that side, it become minus 150x. Okay, and this one if you transpose that side, it become plus 750 is equal to 0. So it implies 8x square, this is minus minus, this is 0, 8 plus 5, 13, then plus 1, 230x plus 750 is equal to 0. Okay, so now we can solve this quadratic equation by split by quadratic formula or by splitting the middle term method. So now we can solve this quadratic equation by splitting the middle term method. It is your choice. You can solve by what formula also. So I will solve by quadratic formula method. So 8x square minus 230x plus 750 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, so in splitting the middle term method, you know what we have to do. 750 into 8. We have to do 750. 750 into 8 is equal to what? 6000. Product is equal to 6000. And sum is equal to minus 230. Now you have to choose any two number. When you will add, you will get minus 230, and if you will multiply, you will get what? 6000. So you see, if I take 200 into minus 200 into 30, I am getting 6000. Okay. If minus 200 minus 30, if will I will get what? Minus 230. Correct. Now means that two numbers is what? Minus 200 and minus 30. So in place of 230 you can write 200 minus 200x, then minus 30x, then it is plus 750 is equal to 0. So now here what is common? What is common here in this question? Here up to this part, what is common? So here 8 I can take common, and x also I can take common. 8x is 8x, then here what will remain? X will remain, then 825 is 200. So here what you can take common? 30 minus 30 you can take common, x, so minus you have taken common, so it is minus, so 30 25 is 750 is equal to 0. So now what is common here? X minus 25 is common, then what is left? 8x minus 30 is left, is equal to 0. So means x minus 25 is equal to 0 and 8x minus 30 is equal to 0. So x we got 25 and here we got 8x is equal to 30. So x is equal to 30 by 8. So this one we will neglect it because it is a fractional number. Okay. So now x we got 25. So our main question is we have to find out the time taken by the smaller pipe and the time taken by the what? Bigger pipe. Okay. So now time taken by smaller pipe we have suppose x hour. Okay, we have taken suppose x hour. So x what we got? It is 25 hour. Answer. So time taken by bigger pipe is equal to x minus 10, means 25 minus 10 is equal to what? 50. So this is the answer of this question. So the remaining two questions you can do by yourself. Okay. So for here I can conclude this chapter. The remaining questions you can do at your home. Okay. Thank you very much and have a nice day.